is the Fendi Micro Peekaboo, too small and absolutely useless. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. A few months ago I scored this amazingly beautiful Fendi Micro Peekaboo. Preloved, I paid around €480, which seems like a very good deal to me. But it's nearly impossible to now research the regular retail price on these Micro Peekaboos, but I guess it would be at least €1,000, if not even more. And the condition on mine is pristine. The Micro Peekaboo launched 2015 and this bag style is discontinued by now. I think it has been around for nearly 5 years, so now your only way to get your hands on a Micro Peekaboo would be to go the preloved route as well. Or you could go for a slight variation, because Fendi is putting out different sizes and different kinds of small peekaboos every now and then, like the mini, the micro, the nano. Most recently they started to offer the nano Fendi Peekaboo bag that, for example, Cassie Thorpe got. I'm going to give you a detailed review of the Micro Fendi Peekaboo today, show you what fits, give you my review and my opinion if I would recommend that bag, the tiny Fendi Micro Peekaboo. Let's start with the looks. I think it is absolutely adorable that there is this kind of miniature version of a Fendi bag icon, the Fendi Peekaboo. I do not own a regular sized Fendi Peekaboo yet, but it's definitely my favorite Fendi bag shape, and to me it definitely is the most iconic one, the most classic and timeless. And therefore the design just hooked me. The tiny size just makes it so cute. The Micro Fendi Peekaboo was offered in various designs, colors and even materials, and if I may say so myself, I think the one I got is super special. It has leather details like the top part and the crossbody strap, a leather lining, gunmetal ruthenium hardware for the typical peekaboo lock on both sides, these tiny studs and the top handle. The main body of my bag has this scaly look covered in white sequins with black sprinkles and a layer of fine black mesh to tie it all together, giving it a mysterious reptile look. This design might not be for everyone, but to me it is absolutely breathtakingly stunning. And this bag is a small piece of art to me. The measures are 15 centimeters on the bottom, 13 on the top, and it has a height of about 11 centimeters without the top handle. The depth of it is 6 centimeters, but the bag does have 2 compartments, so in terms of space this takes away a lot of the depth. It does come with a long crossbody shoulder strap that measures 122 centimeters on the shortest setting. It is slightly adjustable and it is detachable, which we are going to do now so that it doesn't get in our way and that it doesn't make any sounds. A tiny detail I'm not too impressed with is that this entire shoulder strap, it does not have a single Fendi engraving. I know that it is the right shoulder strap for my bag because it matches the hardware and the leather and everything perfectly, and I did research that the shoulder strap on this bag is unbranded, but yeah, I think it would have been a nice detail to have some kind of Fendi engraving or FF logo somewhere on the hardware or on the leather. But that's very nitpicky and doesn't take away from the beauty of this bag. The bag does come with a top handle as well that can be opened very easily. You just have to pull this little hook and then you can add that bag onto something, for example as a bag charm. I'm going to demonstrate it to you with my AP Leather Speedy from Louis Vuitton. So we can, it's not that easy with one hand, but it's not that hard either, we can attach the Micro Fendi Peekaboo to a bigger bag, but I'm not the biggest fan of that option. I still would have to find a bag that I personally think it looks good on, and I don't know for what else to go than a big black bag with silver or ruthenium hardware. My personal opinion is that the Micro Fendi Peekaboo looks too big and bulky, absurd to say so about that bag, for it to look good as a bag charm. It's giving me, look at me, I can spend 1K on a micro bag and then put it as a bag charm on another designer bag vibes, rather than actually being a cute look. But maybe that's just me. In terms of what fits, I'm going to demonstrate it to you now. So let's check out what this amazingly beautiful bag actually can hold. We do have 2 compartments on each side. One of them does have an actual turn lock, and the other one does look like the Fendi Peekaboo turn lock as well, but it is just a snap button, which is the back side of the pocket, and on the front side we do have 2 slip-in pockets. I guess it's hard to look inside because the interior of my bag is black, but it's like 2 credit card slots. Let's try the first important thing first, and phone. I have a very old phone, an iPhone 6s, which is on the smaller side, but yeah, well, we're not lucky with that. We could only put it and let it stick out, but I don't think that's a good idea. So there you already have the information. The Micro Fendi Peekaboo won't hold your phone. What about a face mask? I know times are getting better, but maybe we will need them again in fall and winter. And you can already see it won't fit. Maybe if you would bend it, but that's a thing I wouldn't recommend doing out of safety reasons. So a face mask doesn't fit the Micro Fendi Peekaboo either. But let's do this more positive and see what does fit. A Louis Vuitton key clay that is filled with quite some stuff. We need some adjusting, but we can slide it into the Fendi Peekaboo, and I will show you in a second what I have in that key pouch. We could put a card holder, and I stuffed that one with 6 cards. On the other side of the bag, both sides do still close, but that's already everything that does fit. If we don't need a key holder, maybe we just take some cards and put them into the separate card pocket. And maybe we don't need this whole bunch of cards, but only, let's say, 3 of them. We put them into the side pocket. And then we would have some additional room. Oh, I forgot to show it to you. It seems as if this pen doesn't fit, or it might fit. And if we put it as the first item, it actually does fit on the bottom of the bag. So let's go on with a Chanel 6-ring key holder. It takes some adjusting, but it does fit. So now the bag is packed quite to the max. Let me show you what I put in the Louis Vuitton key pouch. And you already see it takes some patience to get things in and out of the bag, because it is narrow on top. I put some random bits and pieces inside of the pouch just to have it filled. A hair tie, a mini lip product. I don't know why I wanted to go for nail scissors. A pair of earrings and a tampon. So the key pouch was filled quite a lot and still did fit the Micro Fendi Peekaboo. This setting might work for some, for a night out. If you only need some cards, you could put some cash in your key pouch as well. You could have keys in the 6-ring key holder. Let's try another setting. So if you would go for a compact, I forgot the pen. Let's get rid of the pen. So if we take a compact and a regular size lipstick on one side, this compartment is already too full. It doesn't close with the lipstick on this side, so we would have to put the lipstick here on the bottom. And let's pretend we take the Louis Vuitton key pouch, 4 keys and maybe some cash and cards. And we can fit it into the bag, but we already have quite some trouble closing it. So yeah, it kind of depends on you, how you want to make it work and what you are accepting to take, if it is fine for you to keep the bag open. It is a tiny micro bag, so be prepared that it doesn't hold a ton of stuff, but it could hold your evening essentials without a phone. There's no way of making it work with a phone. When I just got that bag, I was somewhat too optimistic. because it seemed like my phone would fit that way, because placing it on top of the bag made it seem as if it would fit, or at least as if it could fit. And I thought, when I stick it into the bag diagonally and then I just squeeze it inside, that it would work. It does actually fit like that. So there really is a way to get my phone, at least my old iPhone 6, into the bag like that. But I had to press so hard that right when I was doing it, it didn't feel right. And once I had my phone inside, it even got worse, because it was stuck. Seriously stuck. It didn't move up, it didn't move down, it didn't move at all. And I had terrible minutes of fear imagining that I would have to cut open my bag to get my phone out again, with a lot of patience and micro movements of millimeters. I finally managed to somehow get my phone out again, but trust me, I will never squeeze it in again. Other than possibly putting it like this, letting it stick out and leaving the compartment open. But I don't love that look. And it would just be an option for me if I needed to be hands-free only for a few minutes. So, confession time. What do you think how often I did carry that amazingly beautiful bag since I bought it about 3 months ago? Exactly, not a single time. I did have the plan to do so several times. I even cut off the tags, which is a step I do not always take. So I absolutely had the very best intentions with this bag. I even thought about taking my Micro Fendi Peekaboo with me to Paris as my little evening bag. Watch this video to find out why I ended up not doing so. Whenever I thought about taking it, another bag that easily fits my phone seemed more practical to me. And I always ended up choosing another option. I have to admit that I'm not that much of a mini and micro bag person to begin with, other than Louis Vuitton mini pochettes, with which I'm obsessed, but that's a different story. If you are into that whole micro bag thing and you know how to make it work for you, maybe the Micro Peekaboo would work for you as well. I can easily go a few hours without my phone, especially for special events. So if I would go to the opera, to the theater, a wedding, or some kind of fancy evening event. This bag might work for me, because I would not necessarily need my phone. But I'm not the type of person who always has their phone in their hand all the time and therefore doesn't need a bag to put the phone into. Nor am I that much of a jeans person that I could put my phone in my pockets. I love to wear skirts and dresses and they do not always come with pockets. And my version of the Micro Peekaboo is more of an evening time design to me than casual day wear. Even though one probably could dress it down with a jeans and a white tee, I just didn't feel like doing that and then going for that bag yet. So overall, unfortunately, the Micro Fendi Peekaboo was not the very best decision for me, because it does not really work for me and my lifestyle. I'm not going out fancy all the time and attending evening events. I do not regret that I bought it, since I think this bag is absolutely worth what I paid and even worth way more. From a collector standpoint, I don't mind having this sparkly beauty sitting on a shelf, but it's definitely not that practical. And if you want to be rude, you could state that a bag that does not even fit a phone is useless. A waste of money? No. Because just by looking at it, it gives me joy. Grabbing it and considering to wear it, to then put it on the shelf again and go for something more practical. I wouldn't rule out that I might part with my Micro Fendi Peekaboo one day, if I just never use it. But I would only do so if the price is right for me. So getting back more than I myself paid for it. Why? Because I have a hard time of letting go of beautiful designer bags. And I absolutely think this bag is worth so much more. Might it be for someone that is fine to use tiny bags? Or someone that just loves to collect? What about you? Would you consider a Micro Fendi Peekaboo? Or a nano one? Or is it too small for you? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time and bye! Is the Fendi Watch this video. Watch this. Not sure if this light picks up the sparkly of the sequins. But trust me, it is shiny. Here you can watch how I unboxed that Fendi bag or check out my pack with me for Paris to see why I didn't take the Micro Fendi Peekaboo.